Hello everyone. My name is Michelle Stelling, and I hope you're enjoying these Sunday snippets. This week and next week, and possibly the week after, I'm going to be doing a series of our favorite things. We did an online summit in 2017. It was Linda, Karen, and myself, and we had a class called a few of our favorite tips, tricks, and techniques. So I thought I'd bring them back into our Sunday snippets, and also you don't have to post them inside of the community because they're mostly step-by-step, just learning different techniques. So unless you have something that you want to share with us, feel free to do that. But for the next few weeks, you're going to be off the hook on that. So the first one I'm going to be doing is the adjustment layer. So you can change colors of papers and individual pieces of an element. So stay tuned and have a good time watching. Bye for now. I love the adjustments tool. Oh my goodness. So basically, when you have, this is from Snickerdoodle Designs by Karen, of course, her strawberry lemonade kit. And maybe you don't want this green color. Maybe you want to turn it into blues or pinks or something like that. I love this kit, Hue and Saturation. So I go to the adjustment layers up here, choose Hue Saturation. It is non-destructive, so it's not going to hurt that layer below, so you can kind of play around with it all you want. Click on the Colorize button, and then you can take this little slider here for the hue and find the exact shade you want to use. And if you want it to be really bright purple, you can take this saturation way up, or you can take the color out and desaturate it just a little bit to make it a little bit more muted. And you can play around with the lightness and the darkness. So that is one of my all-time favorite tools, is that Hue and Saturation. I use it all the time. And there's all kinds of different adjustment layers in there that you can kind of play around with. So here's another thought though. This is really cool. So if you use the buttons, you can change colors of buttons just the same way. But what if you wanted to use this flower? This is from Snickerdoodle Designs. It's Sweetums Flower 2. And maybe we wanted to take this green color and make it a purple. Now when we were to do that with the whole entire layer, look what happens. It takes the whole thing. What if we were to just select, let me just delete that layer here, right click and delete it. Maybe, oops, I didn't choose delete. I said copy. We want to delete this layer. Or you can drag it and drop it to the trash can, either way. But what if we wanted to just take those leaves and create a different color from them? Now here's a little cool tool that I don't know if I've taught this before, but you can click on the little quick selection tool and just click one leaf, and then you can go to select and similar, and that will choose all of the green leaves. It's pretty cool because then you don't have to sit there and hold down your shift key and keep selecting each leaf. Okay, so let me do that again. So somebody says, do that again. I really want to know that tool. So you take what's called the quick selection tool, and you can kind of play around with the tolerance and stuff down here at the bottom of the size of that quick selection tool. But my brush is about a good size for making that one selection. So I clicked inside of that area, and I go to select, and I choose similar. And that's going to select all the similar colors that I just got done selecting. Super cool. Sometimes I forget to teach that. So now we can go up to that same area and click on Create New Adjustment Layer, go to Hue Saturation, and then you can just select those and change the color of those leaves. So there's that purple I wanted, and now it's non-destructive, so you can always go back to the original if you want to. And I always suggest, like since I pulled up the original PNG, when you're first playing around with this, make sure you work from a copy. So, and I didn't say that, so you go File, Save As, make a copy, because you never know, 6 months down the road, you might want that original one with those green leaves. So make sure you work off of a copy.